Millions of people all over the globe, Donnie McClurkin represents resilience, faith, and optimism. Gospel music will never be the same thanks to McClurkin's profound spiritual influence and powerful voice. In spite of enduring numerous personal challenges, McClurkin's life narrative is one of remarkable tenacity and unfaltering faith. He is well known as a gospel singer, pastor, and television personality. By demonstrating the power of faith to transform lives and sustain readers through adversity, his book, Journey, has moved countless readers. Amityville, New York, is the site of Donnie McClurkin's birth on November 9, 1959. The trials he endured as a child informed his spiritual path. From an early age, he witnessed dysfunction and instability in his troubled family, which included substance misuse. Tragic events befell the family as a whole. The death of his younger brother at the hands of a careless motorist devastated his formative years. Tragically, this incident plunged McClurkin and his loved ones into an era of profound sadness and upheaval. Gospel music and his faith brought McClurkin comfort despite the pain. Participating in the local While singing in a church choir, he realized how much he loved and was good at singing. His future success in gospel music and ministry was built upon the spiritual foundation he laid during these formative years. Here he started the road to recovery and perseverance that would eventually make him a major player in gospel music. Soon after joining the Donnie McClurkin launched a successful career as a gospel musician. Much of McClurkin's early success came from his work with the legendary gospel group the Benny Cummings Singers. He was able to hone his singing skills and obtain invaluable experience in the gospel music scene thanks to this opportunity, which marked a turning point in his life. Not only did McClurkin hone his skills while performing with the Benny Cummings Singers, but he was also introduced to the gospel community at large, where he began to gain recognition for. His performances were full of passion and skill. Being a part of this group gave McClurkin the opportunity to learn more about the gospel style he loved by exposing him to various musical techniques and styles. It was then that McClurkin's love for gospel music and his faith were deeply strengthened. He came to understand that singing was more than simply creating music. It was a means of ministering to people's hearts. Preparing for the incredible journey that was to come, his tenure with the Benny Cummings Singers established a firm groundwork for his subsequent career. Becoming a mentor to gospel great Andre C.R., who is recognized for revolutionary contributions to the genre, was a watershed moment in Donnie McClurkin's life. Early on, Crouch took McClurkin under his wing because of his enormous potential. Because of Crouch's guidance, McClurkin was able to develop his musical style and approach to gospel ministry, marking a turning point in his career. Not only did Crouch teach McClurkin music, but he also helped him appreciate the power of gospel music to inspire hope and faith. Music was a means for McClurkin to reach people on a spiritual level, and he made an effort to compose songs that were enjoyable to listen to as well as uplifting. Because of Crouch, McClurkin was able to carve out a unique niche for himself in gospel music by fusing traditional and contemporary styles, which allowed him to reach a larger audience. Donnie McClurkin's self-titled debut album, released in the 1990s, marked a new peak in his career. The album catapulted him to stardom and established him as a major player in the gospel music industry. The album showcased McClurkin's commanding stage presence, heartfelt performances, and knack for engaging listeners. Deep-Rooted Faith struck a chord with listeners all over the globe. Stand, the title track of the album, touched the lives of millions more than any other song on the album. Fans of gospel music flocked to the song in droves after hearing its powerful message of faith, strength, and perseverance in the midst of adversity. The message of Stand was to remain faithful no matter the circumstances. A tale of Donnie McClurkin's personal struggle through adversity and his steadfast trust in God's direction. Stand is more than simply music. Lyrically, the song is deeply personal to McClurkin, drawing from his own experiences and, through sharing his personal struggles, including overcoming childhood trauma, health issues, and self-doubt, McLurkin established a profound and intimate connection with his audience through the performance of this song. His career exemplifies Donnie McClurkin's tremendous talent, steadfast faith, and commitment to sharing gospel music's message of hope. A string of critically acclaimed albums catapulted him to stardom and established him as one of the most important gospel musicians of his time. In addition to his success in the music industry, he has become a household name through his work in television and radio, where he shares his Christian message with a larger audience, as well as motivation. Live in London and more, Donnie McClurkin's landmark album, released in the year 2000, marked a turning point in his career. It catapulted him to international stardom and increased his influence outside of America. Central London's Fairfields Hall. Fans all over the globe could feel the spiritual intensity and raw energy of McClurkin's live performances on this album. The moving hymn, "We Fall Down," which sings of grace and redemption, was the album's breakout hit. Lyrics that speak to the universality of human fallibility and the redemptive power of faith resonated with listeners everywhere. The song's message of forgiveness and hope helped many people who were seeking spiritual healing while dealing with their imperfections. Psalms, Hymns, and Spiritual Songs, McClurkin's 2004 album, further cemented his status as a gospel music legend. The album showcased McClurkin's versatility and expertise in the genre by blending traditional gospel with modern worship and soulful hymns. The range of musical styles, he was able to maintaining the central message of faith and praise in spiritual songs, hymns, and psalms as they move fluidly from one form of gospel to another. Numerous accolades, such as Grammys, Dove Awards, and Stellar Awards, were bestowed upon McClurkin as a result of the album's commercial and critical success. The high acclaim it received demonstrated his skill and dedication to creating music that pays homage to the heritage of gospel music while also exploring new avenues to connect with a wider audience. The acclaim for this album demonstrated his renown in gospel music and his commitment to his craft. For his 2009 album, We All Are One, live in Detroit, McClurkin showcased his versatility as a gospel performer. The album was recorded in Detroit.